Hey there YouTube, this is Elite Master bringing you a video review. Today I'm taking a look at the 124 scale Governor Light Armor Type Rose from Kotobukiya's Hexa Gear franchise. Now I want to apologize for the lack of videos as of late. I have just gotten over a sickness and still tickling the back of my throat. Take that however you will. Now this is the Light Armor Type Rose Governor from Hexa Gear. And it is a part of the, let me take a look here, Liberty Alliance. I don't know if there's any fiction associated with the Hexa Gear line, but I like it. I like all the stuff here. Now then, this is the Rose in all the bits of glory that she comes in. She does have some pre-painted and rubber parts, and outside of that, she looks alright. There is a bit of painting you gotta do on her. Just like with the Prepainted, the joints here need to be painted. The brown on the elbows need to be painted. Well, I mean in the joints. There's a little bit of detail on the knee that needs to be painted. Just a little bit of stuff here and there. The worst offender in terms of lack of paint is definitely the midsection here. Her belt and like everything here is wrong. Her booty doesn't have the right color apps to it. Like if I show you a picture of the line art, you can see she's supposed to have this like thong thing going on, and her booty cheeks supposed to look like her legs in terms of color, but that's not happening here obviously. And again, there's a bit of missing gray and brown coloring going on here. And also in the face. There's some missing color in the face. The little rabbit antenna need a green piece in there. And the, I guess, comm device needs to get colored, as well as the visor missing a tiny piece of blue. But other than that, she comes in nice colors. And really I like it. I like the sculpt on this thing. The sculpt is really, really good. Let's see if I can focus in here. There we go. You can see her face sculpt is really nice. The hair is sculpted really well. This is one of the few painted pieces. The hair on top of this head piece. The entire chest is made of rubber and is pre-painted for the white. And that's it for the pre-painted pieces. Everything else is plastic. And it comes across rather well. Although she doesn't look as complete as the Prepainted out of box. She does require a little bit more work. Now what she doesn't need work on is her articulation. This is way better than the Prepainted in most places. In some places not as good, but mostly better. So her head is on a ball joint. You can look up, down, wiggle around and rotate. Whoops. And that's one problem. If you don't mind it, you probably want to cement the little bunny ear things and the front of her hair in place, because it likes to move. Her ponytail is on a ball joint. She has a joint at the base of the neck that lets her look up that far, really good. And also look down that far, also really good. She doesn't really have any like inner torso movement here, so her arms are just on ball joints that can rotate and wiggle. This one has a shoulder armor, so it's hindered a little bit, not by much. And she can rotate at the bicep, bend at one joint at the elbow. And something I want to talk about for these joints, on the elbow and the knee, they're very strange. They're not like a standard joint, like where you just slap these two pieces around here with a peg. Instead, you line up the holes in the bicep and in the forearm here, and you stick this little brownish gray peg in there, of which you get a few extra. So if you fuck it up, you're good to go. At least for the most part. And continuing on the articulation, her wrists are on a ball joint about halfway up the arm. It's a little weird, but at such a small scale, it doesn't actually and doesn't actually seem that bad. Her torso is actually a really good range of motion compared to the Parapon. So she can move forward and back, good arch, good forward, good side to side, great rotation, and there's no impediment from rubber parts in the pelvis. Her legs can go forward that far, not too far back because of the booty. She can do the splits. She has a really tight thigh rotation, a little too tight for me. And her knees are single jointed, they bend that far. They also have the peg thing here. But these ones have a sticking out peg. I'll show you what that's for later. And her feet are on a simple hinge that goes up and down. And that's it. No ankle tilts, unfortunately, but thanks to her stiletto style feet, you can get her to stand pretty easily. So yeah, no impediment there. And if you really needed it, you can use the Hexa joint right here and plug it into any standard figure stand, and she'll hold just fine. Now for accessories, other than the Hexa joint, you also get an alternate hairpiece, strangely enough. It's like a little bun. What you do is you pop the ponytail off on a ball joint, and this is just a peg, and that just kind of goes in right here. So, oh, ripped her head off and her bang. Alright. Yeah, that's why you want to submit that in place right there, because that comes off super easy. Come on. There we go. Now with that, I'm done decapitating her. And there you go. So if you want her to have a different look, you can do that. It's mostly so she can fit in her mount better without the hair getting in the way, but I like it. I like the different style here. Now for her other options, you get multiple hands. As you can see, she has one fist and one open hand. She does get two of each, so you get one for the left side, one for the right side, in terms of fists and open hands. You get gripping hands, which are, again, mostly used for the mount that she's going to ride on, because this kit comes with her weapons molded to her hands. So she's got her katanas and her little pistols with a blade on it, which, gotta say, these are really cool looking weapons. I like the pistols the most. And they're made of a softer plastic, so you don't have to worry about them chipping or breaking. And because you get two hands of each, the pistols is normal. She comes with two of them, but you can have her dual wield katanas, even though she's supposed to only come with one. Speaking of, you get a standard katana that's not being held by anything, so you can have another governor hold it, as well as twin pistols. And these can actually be mounted on the kit. I'll show you that in a second. I'm going to show you her holding some weapons here first. So here she is holding her pistol. Very nice. I love the look of it. And here she is with a sword. Very cool. Now I did mention weapon storage, and what you do with that is the pistols here, which the loose ones without the hands on them are a little bit stiffer, so be more careful with that. They have a hole in them, and what they do, they peg into the legs right there, so you can have them facing up, however you want. And they just peg into the side of the legs. Very easy storage. You got that on both sides. Now for the katana, a little different. You need this piece right here. What you do is you take the sword, just kind of slot it in there, and it holds just fine. And then you put this on her back. At any angle you want, really, but I like to do it straight across like that, just because I like it better. And now she has her weapon stored on her, which is really cool. I like the weapon storage on this. There's a lot that comes with this kit, to be entirely honest. You get 1, 2, 3 regular pairs of hands, in 2 pairs each of her weapons, holding hands, her regular weapons, which can be held by regular governors, different hairpiece, and her standard weapons. Now, when I said held by other governors, I meant it. If my governor's hands weren't so bad and weak. But yeah, he can hold that. Looks neat. I'm going to put this away. And speaking of this guy here, let's have a little size comparison. He is a lot bulkier than she is. She's not much shorter, but in terms of mass, she is very tiny. And it's emphasized even more by how small these kits really are. To show you what I mean, here is a 1/44 scale Gundam. Come up to the knees. But that's what you get for a 1/24 scale kit. And of course, let's show it off next to the... Whoops! Stomped right on her. Where did those pieces go? No, I'll screw it. The Rayblade Impulse. This isn't her designated mount, but she can ride it. There's no problems there. I'll do a video on her designated mount next, so look forward to that. But yeah, as far as an individual kit goes, I think this one has more of a bang for your buck than the Parapon. I haven't messed with the Sentinel yet, so I can't say about that one, but compared to her comrade here in the Liberty Alliance, she's way more fun. I like posing her a lot better. She can get some really nice dynamic poses really easily. And all this crazy articulation helps a lot with trying to get her to pull off these poses. And because she's so tiny and light, you don't have to worry about weight issues that much with her. Oh, I say as she falls. But yeah, look at that. Look how cool she is. But yeah, out of the 2 governors I have right now, she's definitely my favorite. And I can't wait to get more. This line has me hooked. I'm honestly hooked on this line right now. There's nothing detrimental to it, to me. The price is nice at a very cool 1,700 yen. You can get her cheaper than that, about 16, 15 bucks if you look online. And oh, also, before I forget, you also get her little postcard. Nothing really good on the back, knock her over. But here you can see her. I like the attitude that's coming through with her character design here. I wish that we got clear versions of these little rabbit ears. That'd be cool, but at that scale, super tiny. Well, anyway, that was my review of the Hexa Light Armor Type Governor Rose. Highly recommend this kit. If you passed on the Parapon, that's fine. He's very base. He's like standard army builder. Get a few of them. But the Rose here, she can be like commander type. She's really cool. And I have to get my hands on the Sentinel at some point, because these little guys have stolen my heart. Their mounts are really cool, but I feel like the stars of the show for me are the governors. Anyway, I'll see you all next time at the unboxing for the Blockbuster.